Welcome to our discussions and thank you for always joining us. We are presenting KCSE 1995 Paper 2 question number 16, Area Approximation, a subtopic Mid-Ordinate rule. The question we have reads, the shaded region below represents a forest. The region has been drawn to scale where 1 centimeter represents 5 kilometers. Use the Mid-Ordinate rule with 6 strips to estimate the area of the forest in hectares. In this case, we can begin by getting the height. And for us to get the height, we look at the distance from 0 to 12. Then we divide by the number of strips. In this case, the total length is going to be 12. You divide by the number of strips, and in this case, we are going to have a height of 2. Once we have done that, we can mark our boundaries. We come and draw at this point where we have 2. We are going to have our strip at this particular point. Then we come and draw another one at 4, another one at 6, another one at 8, another one at 10, and of course the other one is going to be on 12. After doing that, we are going now to pick the midpoints of these ordinates. And the midpoints between 0 and 2, we are going to have to pick the center and they call it y1. Then between 2 and 4, we need the midpoint, which we are going to call y2. Then between 4 and 6, we are going to have the center or the midpoint, which we are going to call y3. Then between 6 and 8, we are going to have another one, which we are going to call y4. Then between 8 and 10, we are going to have another ordinate, which we are going to call y5. And lastly, between 10 and 12, we are going to have y6 there. Once we have demarcated y1, y2, y3, all the way to y6, we need to find their lengths. So in this case, we need the length of y1, and the length of y1 is going to be 8. Then y2, at this point here, y2 is going to be 6.5. y3, at this point here, we are going to have 5.6. y4, at this point here, we are going to have 6. y5, which is at this point here, we are going to have 6.4. And lastly, y6 is going to be at this point here, and it is going to be around 4.7 there. Once we have gotten the lengths of y1 all the way to y6, the now area is going to be equal to the height into the sum of the ordinates, that is y1 plus y2 plus y3 plus y4 plus y5 and lastly plus y6. We move down and substitute, and therefore now our area will be equal to, our height is 2 into y1 is 8 plus y2 is 6.5 plus y3, which is 5.6 plus y4, which is 6 plus y5, which is 6.4, and lastly plus y6, which is 4.7. Once you have done that, now you can take 2, you multiply by the sum of all the ordinates, that is 8 plus 6.5 plus 5.6 plus 6 plus 6.4 plus 4.7, and that one is going to give us 37.2, and the total area in this case will be 74.4 centimeter square. Once we have done that, we can now do the conversion. We have been told that our scale is where 1 centimeter represents 5 kilometers, meaning 1 centimeter square will represent 5 times 5, which is going to be 25 kilometer square. That means if 1 centimeter square is going to be equal to 25 kilometer square, what about the area of 74.4 centimeter square? This one is going to be 74.4. We multiply by 25, divide by 1, and this one is going to translate to 1860 kilometer square. Once we have done that again, we convert kilometer square into hectares, and we know that 1 kilometer square is equivalent to 100 hectares. What about 1680 kilometer square? 1680 kilometer square will be equal to, you cross multiply, we are going to have 1680 times 100 divided by 1, and this one is going to give us 186,000 hectares as the answer to this particular question. Thank you for watching and welcome to our discussions. And in case you are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, you click the subscribe button so that anytime we publish a video like this, you will automatically be given a notification. Thank you and welcome.